Brought to you by stationhousecoffee.com and inspireddisorder.com/ting.
What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
Hamilton, the musical, now on Disney Plus, came out on July 3rd, I want to say. At least that's when I watched it. Had pretty low expectations, despite everybody saying it's amazing. Obviously, it's had critical acclaim. I had listened to the score, or the soundtrack, I should say. So I heard some of the songs, which were okay. I mean, the music definitely plays better during the musical than it does on its own. Like, I wouldn't listen to the Hamilton soundtrack just on its own versus like just listening to good rap music. But when it's added to the production and the performances and everything that's involved with the actual stage production of Hamilton, I thought it was amazing. I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was just, I had low expectations going in just because, I don't know, I'm not a big musical guy. I don't go to the theater. I should be a guy that goes to the theater. Because I enjoy art in all forms, and I just don't think, I don't know, maybe I just didn't, it's just not part of my lifestyle to go. I don't really go see anything, but if I do, you know, movies are at like the top of the list. Then you got like live stand-up comedy, but I don't go see like live plays or musicals, although I would love to see this, obviously, and Book of Mormon would have been the only other musical that I could think of off the top of my head that I might want to go see. But Hamilton, low expectations, but it yielded a very high score in terms of my mental joy that came from watching this. It was so good. A little long, but you know, the intermission was nice. The intermission actually kind of threw me off, because I think the intermission comes in like after about an hour, but this thing is 2 hours and 40 minutes long. So I was thinking, oh, I got another hour of this and it'll be done. Meanwhile, it's another hour and 40 minutes. I think that's how where the intermission is set in the production. But I thought it was great. I also loved how it was just shot. I loved just I don't know if there's more plays that are available in this kind of style where it's directed and you see the stage production version of it versus like Cats, the CGI monstrosity that came out. It was this year, last year, I don't know. Time feels so weird these days. But I was extremely happy. The performances were amazing. Lin-Manuel Miranda is a genius. The pacing of this, despite it being 2 hours and 40 minutes, I thought it was just constant. It was nonstop. And there's no, like, unlike a lot of musicals where there's like acting moments and just regular dialogue moments between musical scenes. Basically, this whole thing is just one song leading into the next song, leading into the next song. And it's a lot of different styles of, I mean, you got your standard music, your standard singing. You got, obviously, your rap. And then there's even parts where it's like a battle rap kind of a feel to it when they're doing debates. But yeah, I loved it, man. I mean, obviously, I'm not new to the party as far as people loving Hamilton. I'm not saying anything that's really controversial at this time. But if you are not a person that likes musicals, maybe you don't understand why people love this musical, I'd give it a shot. If you have Disney Plus, I mean, especially, 4th of July, as I'm recording this anyway. I'm recording this on the 5th of July. But, for patriotic reasons, it's good. It's a little bit of history. I don't know how accurate the historical facts of the Hamilton play are, but anybody who's trying to learn history through movies is already making a huge mistake. They're not documentaries. They're just movies. and movies. I mean, this play, but they change stuff. Um, David Diggs is amazing. Also, he's in this. He's one of the stars of one of my favorite movies when it came out a year or two ago, Blind Spotting. Very different movie, but there's a musical moment in a very intense scene of that movie that I mean, it's a great movie anyway, but it's he was great in this. All the performances were great. All of them, from all the male and female actors, the dancing, the stage production. There's like a giant turntable. If you saw last week's Swipe Up, one of the posts that I shared was a very basic kind of turntable kind of stage setup for, maybe it was just like a proof of concept. And then lo and behold, the Hamilton set, it was like two giant circles. So like the inner circle could spin different directions or different speeds, while the outer circle, it was just amazing. It was amazing. I really enjoyed it. The end of it was very, I felt emotions. Like the musical made me feel less dead inside. Towards the end, I got a little teary-eyed, a little choked up. It was just a great piece of art to just sit down and just. I was really wanting to just really soak it all in, because I knew what I was getting into as far as the musical aspect of it. I listened to some of the songs, some of the raps, but to add that with the performances, to add that with the production, to add that with the dancing and all the things that all the pieces that put this entire piece of art together, I really enjoyed it. It was just like a great experience to have, and the pacing of it helped. I like if there were any low moments in this this production, it would have felt a lot longer than 2 hours and 40 minutes. I mean, it felt longer than 2 hours, but I had no idea until preparing for this episode that it was 2 hours and 40 minutes. But yeah, it was great. It was great. I'm glad I finally got to watch it. I'm glad everybody can kind of get to watch it now that's on Disney Plus. Hopefully they do more of these. Like, hopefully it would be amazing if they did a similar thing with Book of Mormon or just other popular Broadway shows. Especially now that we're in like this new existence where, specifically with everything getting re-locked down again, live performances probably not going to be till next year, 2021, let alone like, giant theaters opening up. So if they did more of this kind of a thing, I think it would be amazing. Although they did have a crowd they were filming in front of, so I don't know if it would have played differently if they filmed it without a crowd. But still, I really enjoyed it. It was great. It was great. If they do decide to, I mean, Hollywood's all about adapting everything into movies, even old movies. They just want to keep adapting them into new movies instead of actually writing a new original script. Let's just adapt this thing, and then we'll make it into a movie, and then we'll sell it because there's brand recognition. And especially with Disney, Disney's like the biggest proponent of regurgitating and remanufacturing and repackaging the exact same thing over and over again. So when they do produce the Hamilton movie, I'm sure it's not going to be 2 hours and 40 minutes. I would say they could have cut out a lot of the relationship stuff. But then again, I mean, you kind of need that side, I guess. I don't know. Like, if I was, that would be if like it was like the least interesting part of Hamilton were the kind of relationship things. I don't know. Maybe it was just the mood I was taking into it. But yeah, I don't think I will be as excited. The bar of expectation will once again be massively lowered for the Hamilton movie adaptation that Disney will inevitably put out, and will inevitably cut probably the best songs down. It's just as a company, I'm disappointed that Disney owns everything. because they will end up chewing up and spitting out anything that you may find of value, like they did with like Aladdin. You want to talk about the best like animated, one of the best animated movies, and then when they adapted it into live action, that's just like one of the worst kind of money grabs in the history of money grabs. Just disgusting. And Disney owns everything, so it won't take much for them to just completely ruin our culture. But I'm glad I was able to see it on Disney Plus. So if you have Disney Plus, I highly recommend checking it out. Hamilton and Lin-Manuel Miranda is just amazing. Great performance, but I mean, just the writing of it. Like I was just while watching, I was just kind of like in awe of how everything with the music and the raps and the performances and the dancing and just how everything blended together to kind of really display an amazing piece of art. So I really enjoyed it. So go check it out on Disney Plus now. Make sure you support our sponsor, StationHouseCoffee.com, and follow Station House Coffee on Instagram for small batch, single origin, premium coffee brewed in Vermont and shipped directly to you. Support small business and get high-end coffee delivered directly to you by going to stationhousecoffee.com and tell them I sent you. Also, now's the time to sign up for your new cell phone service with Ting and get $25 in credit by using my link inspireddisorder.com/Ting. That's TING. It's the same best coverage, same low rates, now with 3 coast-to-coast networks. Sign up now with Ting and get $25 of credit going to your new device or your new service through Ting. I love Ting. I use it. My bills for my cell phone are basically nothing. So sign up now. Go through my link, inspireddisorder.com/Ting. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder. Buy Ray Taylor Show merch over at inspireddisorder.com and follow the show at Ray Taylor Show on Instagram. Have a great day, everybody. Peace out!